Hello and welcome to our first hands-on web attack. Today we're going to start by connecting to our connection pack. Go ahead and find the folder with your connection pack. You can say ls pipe grep.ovpn in your folder and you should see your pack. Let's connect. Okay, great. And if we say IP adder, you should see the Tune0 interface and your address in the network. Now that we're connected, we can visit the spawn machine's IP. All right, and we see a simple yearbook website. The first thing to consider, are they using PHP? Well, we see on the login button, it's login.php, and we see on the register button, it's register.php. So are they using PHP? Yes. So because they're using PHP, we're going to see if we can somehow upload a PHP web shell. If they were using, for example, Microsoft IIS, then we would use an ASPX shell, and our Nmap would show that output. We're going to do the -P80 because we're just looking at the web server. This will try to find the version of the web server software, and this will run some automatic enumeration scripts. And this will make our scan go a little bit faster. Okay, while that scan's running, let's take a look at the website. So we see somewhere we can register. Okay, and it's asking us for an image to upload. But before we do that, let's look here. So we can see it says Apache. If we were to say IIS, then we would be gunning for an ASPX shell. But for now, let's focus on PHP. Let's give it a default image. Great, we see registration successful. Let's try logging in. And we see it worked, and we see the image uploaded. So if we're able to upload an image, maybe we're able to upload a web shell. We're going to use the classic short PHP web shell. First, we're going to write it to a file. In the folder with our picture, I'm going to say nanoshell.php. I'm going to paste in the contents. Control S to save, Control X to exit, and now let's try making a new account, but this time uploading the shell. But we see here it's not showing up because it says all supported types. If we try manually uploading it, we see it doesn't like it, and it refuses the upload. There's some tricks we can do to try to get around that. The first thing we're going to want to do on our Firefox is we need to install an extension called Foxy Proxy. So we're just going to Google Foxy Proxy Firefox. Ignore the Vietnamese, I'm in Vietnam, but this should be in English for you. And we're going to add the extension, and we got Foxy Proxy. Now we need to configure it. We'll click the Fox, we'll click Options. You can ignore that message, this message doesn't matter. And then we're going to go to Proxies, Add, we're going to say burp, we're going to give it the host name of localhost 127.0.0.1 and port 8080. And we're going to click Save. Great. And now we should see the burp option. I'm going to turn that on. Next, let's open Burp Suite. By default, Kali has Burp Suite installed. If you don't have Burp Suite installed, check out how to install it. Okay, and we have Burp Suite open. Burp Suite acts in the middle between your browser and the server hosting the website. It's able to capture requests going from your browser to the server and requests going from the server to your browser. By getting in the middle of these requests, we're able to modify them and try to do some shenanigans. First, we're going to go to Proxy, and we're going to turn Intercept on. If you see a banner here talking about the port in use, make sure you kill the port that's already taking 8080. Some common tools, for example Bloodhound, operate on 8080 also, so make sure you don't try to use two tools that conflict on the same port. Okay, Intercept's on, Burp is on, Foxy Proxy is set to burp, so now let's upload the image again and click register. Okay, so there's three things to consider when you're trying to turn an image into a shell. And that's, do they check the file extension server side? Let's talk about what that means. We see the request here in the intercept. Let's right click and send it to repeater. We can see here cyhmlogo.png. Now, how does the website know it's a PNG? Is it checking it before it leaves the browser, or is it checking it on the server? If it's only checking it from our browser, by being in the middle with Burp, we can change this from PNG to PHP. Next, they might only be checking the content header, right here, the content type. But this doesn't matter, we can just leave this the same. Next, they might be checking for something called magic bytes. That refers to the first few bytes of an image. It has some kind of special property that allows some websites to be able to tell what kind of file is being uploaded. So we're going to take our shellcode, we're going to go a couple lines deep, we're going to paste it in, and we're going to send that. Great. So now we just need to find where it uploaded to. Let's turn Foxy off. Go back to the home page. Now, we don't know where this uploaded to, but if we go here and upload this, if we go here and open this in a new tab, we can go and do a directory traversal to the uploads directory, and we can see our shell. Let's use our shell. So now we should be able to say $cmd equals who am I? We're able to use this shell program to issue commands on the target computer. We get a lot of gobbledygook here, but we can see the commands are being executed. Amazing, very good. Now that the commands are being executed, we can instead try to grab the etc passwd file. Fantastic, and we can see that the flag was hiding inside etc passwd. And we can see the secret flag here. We successfully managed to upload a shell to this website because they were only checking for the file extension in the browser. They were not properly checking file extensions on the server. This classic mistake allowed us to execute commands on their computer. I hope you found this video informative, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a good day. Bye.